Hello and welcome to Rose's Cafe. It's a beautiful spring afternoon here in Roseburg, and I've opened the deck door so Tommy can wander in and out, so I hope that we're not interrupted by any other varmints during this filming. Today we're going to make chicken cordon bleu. Chicken cordon bleu involves using a boneless chicken breast that has been pounded flat and pliable. It will be rolled around some ham and some Swiss cheese. We will bread it with some breadcrumbs. We will fry it in some butter and simmer it in a wine sauce, and then make a sauce to top it with before we're all done. It is something of a French dish. Cordon bleu, of course, is a French term. It means blue ribbon. The term cordon bleu here, or blue ribbon, I'm told has nothing to do with the French cooking school by the same name. Cordon bleu was first publicized in the New York Times in 1967. When I was researching this, I found that there were actually many different methods for making cordon bleu, and I took what I thought were some of the best recipes, synthesized them together, and came up with my own version. So I hope it works for us because we have company coming for dinner. Well, the first thing I had to do was figure out how I'm going to pound the chicken breast because I don't own a mallet, and I didn't think I was going to buy one for this one recipe. If I decide to make it again, well, that may be a different story. So I got on the internet, and the general consensus seemed to be that if I took a chicken breast and put it between two sheets of plastic wrap, use something like a cutting board or a 2x4 to put on top of it, and whack the devil out of it with a hammer, I should accomplish what I need to accomplish. I'll have to say that it did work. But I kind of ruined a perfectly good cutting board in the process. Well, not a perfectly good one. It was a cheap old one. But at any rate, I think if I cook this again, I'll definitely buy a mallet. So now with the fun part done, let's proceed, shall we? First we have the chicken breast, which we just got through pounding. We're going to roll those chicken breasts around some ham and some Swiss cheese. We're going to coat it with some breadcrumbs that's seasoned with some rosemary. And then we're going to fry it first in some butter. When it's brown on all sides, we're going to add some white wine. This is a half a cup of white wine. I picked Chardonnay because it was handy, but you can use whatever you think might be good. And a chicken bouillon cube will go in with the wine also. And that's all going to simmer for a while. And once the chicken is done, we're going to make a sauce with a cup of heavy whipping cream and a tablespoon of cornstarch to put over the dish. So now that everything's ready, let's get started. First, we want to take the pounded chicken breast, and we want to use some salt and pepper to taste. And then we want to add a couple of pieces of Swiss cheese. And a couple of pieces of ham. And we want to roll that together like so, and we want to secure it with a couple of toothpicks. Now here are our chicken rolls, which we're going to coat in the breadcrumbs here that I've already mixed in some rosemary, and they are seasoned breadcrumbs. And then we're going to brown the chicken on all sides as soon as the butter is melted. Now we have the chicken browned all over. We're going to turn down the heat a bit. We're going to add the wine. We're going to add the bouillon. Breaking it into pieces, it'll make it easier for it to dissolve. We're going to put that heat on about medium. We're going to cover this and we're going to let it simmer for about half an hour or until the chicken is done. It's been about 30 minutes now and the juice is running clear. The chicken does appear to be done, so we'll just remove each piece to a plate. And we will, of course, remove the toothpicks. Now, once we have removed the chicken, we still have quite a bit of liquid in the pan that's quietly simmering. And we're going to use the heavy cream and the cornstarch together with this liquid to make a sauce for the chicken. To do that, we're going to add our heavy cream to a small bowl. We're going to add our cornstarch to that and whisk it together. Now once we have the cream and the cornstarch blended, leaving this on low heat, we're going to slowly add it to the contents of the pot. And we're going to whisk it. Now we're going to keep whisking this constantly until the sauce thickens, and this may take a few minutes. Okay, this took probably 10 minutes of constant whisking and my arm's about to fall off, but I was greatly rewarded with a nice thick sauce now. Now we'll just use this sauce to top our Cordon Bleu. So there's my chicken Cordon Bleu. I'm going to pair it with a nice glass of Rose's Cafe Shiraz. Well, I'm really hungry, so I hope my dinner guest, my darling daughter Erin, gets here soon, because if she doesn't, I'm going to eat her serving as well. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week at Rose's Cafe. Bye now.